everyone. Welcome back to Samara Builds. I'm Samara. Welcome to 2025. I know it's already 2025, but still welcome. So my whole channel, a lot of the focus of my life is building a better life, like I said. And I'm not doing any New Year's resolutions this year, I've decided, which I think a lot of people are probably in that same boat or just like thought process. I don't want to do resolutions this year, and that's okay. I do want to look back on the past year to see some lessons I've learned, little nuggets I've gained along the way to bring with me into 2025. So here are 5, this is 10. Here's 5 lessons I learned about building a new life in 2024. Looking back on the past year has been interesting. I looked through my camera roll to kind of help remind me what happened because a lot happened throughout the year. I've changed a lot. I've grown a lot. I'm definitely not the same person I was at the beginning of 2024. If you're anything like me, I'm a very visual person. Scrolling through my pictures and videos really did help me to jog my memory. I also looked through journals. I didn't journal as much as I would have liked in 2024, but I did look through them, and that was an interesting way to sort of like dig through the past year. Oh well, so if you can hear footsteps, my family just got home. I live in an old house. What are you gonna do? Okay, so number 1, not that these are in any like particular order, but of 5, number 1 that I'm going to talk about is connecting to my inner child. I did a lot of that this year, and it was a lot of fun times with that. That's definitely something I'm going to carry with me into 2025. Any opportunity or chance that I have to connect to my inner child, I'm gonna jump on it. For me, this means things like actually getting down and playing with my nephews, like fully immersing myself into whatever play world they have going on. It's so great. Like if you have children or nieces or nephews or friends' kids that you can like do that with, I 1,000,000% recommend it. Another way that I connected to my inner child this past year was, as I've talked about, my grandma passed away. And so I've just been really honoring my grieving process with that, because as a child, I wasn't allowed to. Nobody helped me to honor the process of grieving my mother. And so honoring the process of grieving my grandmother has been huge for me. And I'm not done grieving, so that's definitely something I'm taking into 2025. But also all the fun stuff, all the like fun outfit choices, weird questions during a conversation, like pushing myself outside of my comfort zone. For me, these are all ways I connect with my inner child and honor my inner child. So gonna keep doing that for sure. Okay, number 2, for lessons I learned in 2024 is the people that I keep close to me, how much that affects me. Like saying that out loud and kind of thinking about it, it's like, it's so obvious. There are so many, little quips and phrases and stories about this. Like, it's pretty well known that who you keep close to you really affect you. But that was just something that I really honed in on, I would say, in 2024, is only letting people surround me who really have my best interest at heart and love me for me. I've really done away with a lot of the people-pleasing tendencies I used to have. I used to be a major people pleaser, always putting myself last so that I could put anybody else first. And I have really cut that out. Like, I would say it's something I'm still working on, but it's something I've really come a very long way with. And so the people who are still in my life, still in my support group, that I'm still close to, are the people that I can be truly 100% myself around and fully authentically me as honest as I can be. And there's like, and when I say as honest as I can be, I mean having like hard conversations, like being truly vulnerable, and they still not only still love me, but like love me more for that, are proud of me. These are the people that I'm taking into 2025. And these are people that I just have so much gratitude for. I will name some of them. My hot boyfriend, Jared. I just really appreciate that he and I can have really hard conversations and actually talk through them and not like get in these huge blowout fights. Like, it's amazing how much of a difference that makes. Like, duh. But I don't want to minimize how great he has been. My sister and I have also had some hard conversations this year. And as busy as she is with her 3 boys that you can probably hear running around upstairs, and just with her own life, I know that she is in my corner. Even when she doesn't understand what I'm doing or why I'm doing it. Like, we're so different, but I know she's there for me. One of my good friends, Josh, who I interviewed, he is somebody that has been there for me through thick and thin. We have grown and changed so much through the years and always support each other and love each other. And my best friend, Megan, who, once again, she is so busy being a mom and in her own life, but we have such great conversations. I know she's always there for me. That's a powerful thing. And then my cousin, Brooke, who I also interviewed, who I just love so much. And she's somebody that I can vent to about family stuff, because everybody has family stuff. We all need somebody that we can vent to about that. And we just see things so similarly. We both can be so silly together. She definitely helps bring out my inner child and helps me connect to my inner child, because we're just ridiculous together. And there are lots of other people. I'm not going to name every single person, but those are like the heavy hitters in my life right now. And of course, my grandma Jane, who passed away, was also a heavy hitter. And she's gone, but I still am honoring that relationship. I still talk to her. And yeah, I miss her a lot. But what a beautiful thing, how much I loved her. Was that number 2? Crap. Should have kept track of these numbers. I think that was number 2. Sorry if I'm wrong here. I think we're on 3. 1, 2, 3. 3 is, I kind of mentioned earlier, journaling. I didn't journal as much as I wanted to in 2024, but I started more in like November and December, and it reminded me how much I really like it. Growing up Mormon, I used to write in my journal, like, so that my descendants could read it, which is kind of a funny filter to write about your life through, but I don't do that anymore because I don't have kids. But I love journaling in that I can like get out my feelings, talk about the situation, and kind of work through it as I'm writing about it. And in 2025, it's something that I want to have as more of a routine for me. I'm not doing resolutions, like I said, making it clear. But something I've been doing lately that I really like is I keep my phone away from my bed. I keep it over on my desk while I'm sleeping. And by my desk, I just have like a book to read at night and my journal. So I'm not on screens as I'm trying to go to sleep. I'm reading, I'm journaling, and that has been good. It's been helping me get to sleep better. And I think just like, I don't know about like the neurochemistry of screens right before bedtime, but no matter what, journaling, it's coming into 2025 with me. Get in the bag. We're going. We're here, but we're still going. Something in 2024 that I really loved about myself is being vulnerable. And that's so much easier said than done. Like some of the videos I made talking about like self-harm, talking about being actively depressed, were really hard for me to film and put out there. But those are the videos that had people reaching out to me to say, hey, I've never told anybody this, but I can relate to you. Or, hey, like, not a lot of people know this in my life, but this is something I'm struggling with right now. Like, to have somebody feel safe enough to reach out to me to let me know what they're going through, like, really just made it all worth it for me. It really, to me, showed the power of vulnerability, how it connects us as human beings. Like, it's such a connector, and I want to keep connecting, growing a community, you know, meeting new like-minded people, and I think vulnerability is the key. So it's certainly something I'm going to continue in 2025. And as scary as it is, it's something I'm excited about. And even outside of my YouTube channel, just being vulnerable with not only the people I love, but like especially the people I love, like I mentioned before, just like having those hard conversations, and also just letting people know like when I'm struggling, how I'm struggling, what I need, and them doing the same for me. It's made my close relationships so much better, so much closer. And when I'm being vulnerable with people that I'm not that close to, it definitely helps bring us closer. I am a huge advocate for being vulnerable, doing the scary thing, and like revealing the part of yourself that you want to hide away. It can be such a beautiful thing when you share that part of yourself and the other person just wholly accepts and loves you. Like, that is one of the golden points of life, is when you get to have a moment like that. And I've had moments like that this year. So definitely not something that I'm going to take for granted. And once again, it's something that's coming with me into this next year. Okay, and then lesson number 5, last one. My anger is not a bad thing. What a statement. Because my whole life, it's been like, oh, don't feel angry. Like, for so many reasons, don't feel angry. You can feel pretty much anything else, but don't be angry. Like, especially as a woman, don't be angry. And I've had lots of things to happen this year that got me fired up. Like, so angry. Lots of things. And I used to like so shy away from that feeling, or just like turn it inwards towards myself. And this year, I'm letting it rage. I just ask the people close to me. They've seen it. I'm not lashing out at anybody. I'm not hurting anybody else. But I'm feeling angry, and I'm letting that emotion known. And it's been really beneficial for me. It's been a big part of my grieving process. It's really been a good indicator to show that something's wrong in my life. Like, something's happening that either needs to change, or I need to change something to, put better boundaries in place, or just like change certain things in my life. So like I'm bringing my feisty self, bringing the anger, bringing the flames. I'm a fire sign, baby. Like, I need to be angry sometimes because life is not fair. Nobody has a perfect life. Things need to fire us up sometimes. And I'm really bringing that energy into 2025. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to be angry sometimes. Sue me. Sue me about it. I am, I don't know if excited is the right word, but coming into 2025, my interest is peaked as to what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen with like anything, except I know that no matter what, I am going to keep trying to build a better life. I'm going to keep trying to foster community, build these really powerful, meaningful connections, and take care of myself along the way. I'm really interested. Are you guys doing New Year's resolutions? If not, what are you doing? Are you setting intentions? Are you doing what I did, like looking back and bringing some things with you? If so, like, tell me the details. I want to know what you're doing. I want to know the hot goss. Tell me what's going on. Tell me. It's really easy to like look back on 2024 and be like, oh, it was a bad, hard year. It was sometimes, but sometimes it was so beautiful and fun and meaningful. Definitely learned a lot more than 5 lessons, but those were like some 5 big ones that I'm bringing with me. I know this next year is going to bring its own hardships and pain and sorrow and hard lessons, but it's also going to bring fun and joy and beauty and creativity and change and growth. And so I'm looking forward for the fall enchilada that is 2025. Go ahead, like this video, subscribe to my channel. Let's do 2025 together. Thanks, guys. And I will see you next time on Samara Builds. Bye. Gotta get a lot.